What up YouTube, this is Ahmad. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how to extend your wireless signal, increase your performance, increase your speed in your house, your apartment, whatever that may be. So let's get started. Number one, your router placement. You may be tempted to put the router right next to your TV or beneath your TV, but that's the worst thing you can do. The reason why is TVs emit a radio wave that interferes with the router's, wireless signal. So the performance is going to be crap. Never put your router on the ground. That's one of the worst places that you can put it in. The reason is, imagine having an invisible sphere around your router, and whenever you place your router, half the sphere is gone. So in a sense, half the signals will get destroyed. So never put it on the ground. Also, never put your router in the TV cabinet, media cabinet, any sort of cabinet, closets, or small rooms that you tend to put your stuff away in. That's gonna basically keep the majority of the signals inside that area. So don't do that. And please never put your router behind the TV. That's just wrong. Number two, updating the router. Just like your smartphone, your laptop, your desktop, whatever technology device that requires updates, your router, it's going to require an update too. It's called a firmware update. So the firmware updates can be obtained if you go through your router settings on your web browser and check. There should be some sort of check update button, or just go to the manufacturer's website, put your model number in, and it'll tell you if you have an update. So update that router. Now this crumpled cable that you're seeing is an Ethernet cable. This is the cable that connects between your router and your modem. Now it's very important the type of cable that you use. I know it sounds redundant to get best wireless experience. However, the data transmission from the modem to the router is through this cable. You want to be using a Cat5e or a Cat6 Ethernet cable. Sometimes you may have a Cat5 Ethernet cable laying around their house that are years and years old and may be using that but never use that one. That will deteriorate your signal and cause you to have poor performance. So change that cable to a Cat5e or a Cat6 cable. 4. Tinkering with your router's frequency and channels. The frequency consists of a 2.4 gigahertz frequency or a 5.0 gigahertz frequency. Each frequency has their pros and cons. For example, 2.4 gigahertz frequencies, they're great for length, while 5.0 gigahertz frequencies are great for speeds. So choose the one that suits you best, suits the situation or your scenario or your placement of that router. So just make sure what you need to have and what you need to do. The channel portion is pretty simple as well. If you log in through your browser to your router settings, you can actually go to where the channel displays, either from the 2.4 gigahertz channel selector or the 5.0 gigahertz channel selector, and you can choose which channel would be right for you. Now, in order to do that, there's other software that you can download to see which channel is less congested. And if your router has the auto channel selector feature, I would advise you to do that. That will choose the best channel to get the best performance. Now, other stuff that you can do when all else fails is restarting your router. Restarting your router will clear up that built up cache bank that's accumulated while it's been on all this time. Just like your cell phone, tablet, desktop, or laptop need to restart to get that refresh, basically, your router also needs to restart. It'll clear up that data and it'll speed right back up. In addition, if you're using a DOCSIS 2.0 modem, don't. That's older technology. DOCSIS 2.0 modems were implemented about 7 to 8, maybe even 10 years ago, and they really limit wireless speeds. Get a DOCSIS 3.0 cable modem instead. You'll be thanking yourself when you do. Now, if you got your modem within the last few months or even few years, it already might be a DOCSIS 3.0. So just take your model number of your modem and Google search it to see if it's a DOCSIS 2.0 or a DOCSIS 3.0. And when all else fails and your router's like 4 or 5 years old, that's a lot in technology years, just buy a new router. New routers are very competitively priced and you can find a really, really good deal on them right now. So many brands. You have Asus, you have Netgear, you have Linksys, I think it's Cisco now, but you have D-Link. You have a ton of options and ton of features on all these routers. So just make that move. The one that I currently use is the Netgear Nighthawk R8000. It's a great router, bunch of features, It's fast, it has great coverage, it has a one USB 3.0 port and another USB 2.0 port if you want to connect external storage to, you know, basically move your files back and forth. So it's a great all-around router, but it does come with the hefty price tag of about $300. However, if you look at retailers such as Best Buy or BH Photo Video, that's a lot where I get my stuff from, very competitively priced. So check those sites and check Amazon, check Newegg. You can probably get that $300 router for around $220, $230 even. So just browse around and see what you need, okay? And check out my other videos. I have a video on the iPhone 7 explaining what we want and don't want. Check out my SSD videos, the solid state drive video, how to, you know, it's basically the drive going into your computer, using that as your boot drive in order to really quicken your system up, make it speedy fast, okay? If you have any comments for me or questions about any videos that you want me to do, just leave them in the comments below. Like or dislike this video or my other videos, and please subscribe, okay? That's how I know that, you know, you want me to keep making these videos, all right? So until next time, guys, peace.